How y'all doing once again, man? It's your boy L Dog back in the building, man. Larry Reactions. Y'all already know what time it is, man. So, finally got a chance to see Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Now, shout out to James Gunn for doing an excellent job with wrapping this story up. Uh, but the way it ended, I don't think it's completely done because they did say that Star Lord, the legendary Star Lord, will return. So that leaves the doors open for a lot of possibilities. So uh, this entry in the Guardians movies. This was very emotional, very emotional. The story revolved around Rocket, and this movie, I really enjoyed this movie. I enjoyed it a hell of a lot better than a hell of a lot better than the second one. The second one was the weakest one. The weakest one. Like this one is up there with the first one. I'll never forget when I first went to the theater to see Guardians of the Galaxy 1. You know, at first I was real skeptical. You know, I didn't know anything about these characters. Anything. And that first movie just did it. Man, Quill, Star Lord, Drax, Rocket, Gamora, I mean Groot, about them, everything about them was wrong, but it was right. And that's what makes for great cinema. That's what makes for a great movie. You got this ragtag team of heroes and vigilantes, whatever you want to call them. And they came together and they took out a a big threat. I believe what's his name? Ronan. Ronan. He had that fucking power stone and that damn mallet he had. And man, he was a universal threat. And they took him out. And it just shows that the power of, teamwork, friendship, them caring for each other's well-being, everything. That shit can overcome anything. And man, like I said, in my opinion, Guardians of the Galaxy 1 is one of the best Marvel movies. I said it. It is. It's one of my favorite Marvel movies. It is. And this one is, I rank this one up there with the first one. Like I said, this movie was very emotional. It was revolved around Rocket. My only gripe about this movie, about Guardians 3, I wish they would have used Adam Warlock a little more. It's kind of like they kind of downplayed Adam Warlock. Like when he first came onto the scene, he was menacing. When he first showed up in the movie, he came in guns blazing, fighting. I mean, he just looked menacing. Then after that, the other times that he showed up in the movie, like it was one particular time, the main villain, the High Evolutionary, in my opinion, he just made Adam Warlock look like a bitch. I'm just gonna say it, but it took away the mystique from his character. It did. It just made him look like nothing. And I'll never understand why they did that. I'll never understand why they did that. Adam Warlock in the Marvel Universe is such a big deal. Such a big deal. So I'm pretty sure we're going to see Adam Warlock in future Marvel movies. Definitely. Because I think there was one part he was saying that he wasn't fully aware of all of his capability and what he's capable of. So he hasn't come to his full potential yet. So I'm definitely thinking that Marvel is going to use him in future movies. Definitely. But the character arcs, all of the Guardians, all of them, Peter, Rocket, Drax, Nebula, Mantis, all of them, Gamora, And Jesus Christ, another shout out to James Gunn for that writing, because the conversation between Peter, Gamora, and Nebula, oh my God, it was so fucking funny. It was so funny. I was laughing my ass off. Peter's an asshole. He's a fucking dipshit. And I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that shit. I'm telling you, it is comedy gold. That shit was funny. That shit was funny as hell. But there was a big death, but this had to happen in order to get the ending that we got. So, you know. But like I said, this movie was really good. It gets the Larry Action seal of approval. Like, it was really good. If you're a fan, and I know I say this, but it a lot, but if you're a fan of Guardians, if you like Guardians of the Galaxy, you're gonna love this movie. You're gonna like it. It doesn't have anything to do with anything else going on in the MCU. It's just about the Guardians. I mean, yeah, you might hear, a name drop here and there. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, it's about the Guardians of the Galaxy. It's about them and how their relationship has grown over the years, and the camaraderie that they have amongst one another. And like I said, from the first movie, I mean, you're invested into all these characters. So if you're invested, you're damn right. You're concerned about what happens to all of them. And like I said, I know I just said it, but shout out to James Gunn, because the way you wrap this up, nice job, sir. Nice job. But but like I said, man, hey, I ain't gonna hold y'all long. I just had to talk about this real quick. Love to hear what y'all thought about the movie. If y'all went and seen it, let me know down in the comments. And make sure y'all like and subscribe. God bless the Fed. Whoa.